Well, if our league form doesn't pick up drastically, let's just say I don't think I'm going to be manager of Wrexham AFC when they win the Champions League. I'm getting very nervous now, very nervous indeed. Hello, welcome to part 77 of the Hollywood Dream, and coming up in today's episode, we do have our Champions League last fixture against Bayern Munich. Then we'll also be playing our Carabao Cup semi-final second leg against Chelsea. So since the last episode, the form has been a bit like the last episode, a bit inconsistent. Primarily, it's been very, very good. So in the last episode, I showed you the PSG and Sunderland. Obviously, one decent result, one not so decent result. Apart from that, we've actually only lost 2 league games since the last episode. Drawn a whole bunch of games, which isn't helpful, but primarily been winning most of the games, but just need to stop drawing. If we stop drawing and start winning games, we'd be a decent side in a very decent position. But no, we can't. Well, we can't really stop drawing. We're down in ninth because of all the draws, but we are 8 points behind 4th place Newcastle. We do have 2 games in hand to them, so which is a good thing. But form needs to pick up. We have done a couple of signings. Bob Potches has left us to join PSG for 26.5 million. I thought we were going to make a profit, but he was good in the first season, but last 2 seasons, yeah, not very good. So many just signed off. So then Vartang Sane has joined Vigo on a free transfer. Spent the first half of the season on loan, but then obviously he did decide to join Vigo. Was going to join him permanently at the end of the season, but we thought we might as well just let him go now, get him his wages off the bill. Then we have brought in 2 players. First up being Gianluigi Donnarumma. He's a Italian goalkeeper, 3.5 stars of current ability. Good Premier League player, comes in from PSG for £22 million. Then next signing is, I'm surprised we got this because he's been really good when he plays against us, and that is Valber Venice. He's a Chilean left winger on loan from Liverpool for this season. 5 stars of current ability and a world-class signing. Another reason why we signed him, Isidre's out. He's going to be out for 7 weeks, and we're not going to be registering Isidre in the Champions League. So Venice is primarily just going to be used for the Champions League until Isidre gets back fit. Then Isidre will play Premier League and Venice in the Champions League. I think that's the plan. But apart from that, form's been fine. League table, I know it looks scary, but I think we'll be fine. Champions League phase, we are in the top 8, so a win will get us into the round of 16, which is what we all want. Don't really want to go through the hideous playoffs because you know what happened last time, and I'm scared. I don't think we're going to make it to the final this year. As much as I want to, I don't think it's going to happen. So this is the lineup for our match against Bayern. It will be Donnarumma in goal, a back 4, Mollard, Worrell, Bransway and McNeil, Kirchhoff and Taylor in the midfield. We're going through a bit of an injury crisis. Ahmet and Brandon Hunter are both returning very slowly from injuries. Ahmet is not ready for a fitness test, he can't play. And Rodrigo is going to be out for another 3 weeks. So we've got Muller on the right, Sherman on the left. Feliz is a player under offer who has already played for another team in 1 season, cannot play in the next match, or he will be ineligible for his new team. Why? Oh my god, this is rubbish. He's not going to go to RB Leipzig until the end of the season, so why can't he play for us? Oh, I don't understand Football Manager at times. I really don't. How much will he cost? Let's get him in permanently. I doubt it. But we've got Sherman on the left. Then we've got a strike force of... That's not our strike force. That will be our strike force we're going with, because Max Morris is a little bit tired, let's say. He's played a hell of a lot of football. Hasn't scored that many goals. I'm slightly... I think the whole team this season has been slightly below average this year. Hopefully he gets better next season. Hopefully he gets better this season because obviously, like I said, 16 games left to go of the Premier League. Obviously in ninth, not the best place to be, but if we win at least 10 of our remaining games, or at least 15, that would be ideal, and not draw so many. Cisco puts the ball into the back of it. I tell you what, if he could do that in the Premier League week in, week out, I think we'll be on the roll here. And is that going to count? No, goal has been disallowed. Maybe don't do that. Maybe stay on side, then you can score goals, but definitely don't be caught offside like that. Come on, we've got a free kick just about 25 yards out from goal. It's definitely a scoring chance, but will Muller put the ball into the back of the net with a free kick? He nearly does. I think he hits it. It's either hit the crossbar or it's a very good save from a Bayern Munich goalkeeper whose name I will not pronounce. That's a new Liverpool goalkeeper, unless I'm mistaken myself. Georgie Mavropanos, whatever. Georgie, that's his name, from Georgia. That's quite ironic. That's quite weird. That we've got 20 minutes into the game. I'd say we've started the game better. I don't know what the fans think about it, but I think we're performing very well. I think we can definitely grab a goal. Cisco has got the ball. Can we just get the ball upfield? Now back to Bransway. Come back to the keeper now. Nice and easy. Well done, Donnarumma. Donnarumma whips outfield. Come on. Kushinov. Now to Taylor. Cisco. This is looking very promising. Muller breaks away. And with the shot, I don't know if that was the right option. I think he potentially could have taken it a bit closer to the goal and hopefully he would have found the back of the net from there. But it's a decent chance, a very decent chance at the end of the day. Come on, lads. Well done. I think Donnarumma had that covered. All is he? He's like 6'7". He is a tall goalkeeper, tall meter goalkeeper. He really is. Georgie whips upfield. Well done, Mollard. Now Taylor has got the ball. Plays the ball to Muller. This is looking fairly promising. Kushinov. Muller, come on. Cross it. Took a little bit too long, but we still got the ball. Bishop. I thought he might have come back from an offside position, but I don't think he has. Bishop. I think on another day, I would have liked to have seen him taking it round the goalkeeper, but we've got a corner out of it. It's all positive things. Come on. This is looking very good. Can we get it back in the box? Branthwaite, Taylor, Bishop, cross it. Cisco was at the back post, but surely the Bayern Munich goalkeeper does get there ahead of him. I tell you what, the first halves against Bayern Munich, this is, I'd say it's been pretty decent up until we conceded that goal, because Bayern Munich, they haven't really done much at all. They haven't really created any chances. They've actually had the same amount of shots that we have, 5 shots. They've had one more on target than us. That's slightly embarrassing because I thought we were doing really well. I thought we were absolutely smashing them, but we're not. It's actually quite even. But I think a draw will be a fair result. But I think to really rubber stamp our top 8 position, we do need to win, I think. And a goal here would be absolutely wonderful. Taylor, that's poor. That is a very poor corner. And Bayern Munich are on the break. Well done, Kushinov. That is a very good interception indeed. Very brilliant defending that is. And hopefully, we've got plenty of time. I do want this equalising goal because at the moment we do drop outside the top 8. We are down in 9th, so a draw will definitely see us through, but we need to ideally get that equalising goal. Right, our midfield is absolutely shattered, so I think we will just leave on Josh Taylor. We are going to get on Pickup. We have been playing him in the midfield for quite a few games. He's not any good at it, but he can play there. Sherman is going to make way for Milo Talby. And I think Andrew Bishop also makes way for Lino. Come on, half an hour left to play. I still think we could definitely grab an equaliser, which obviously will put us into that top 8, which we desperately want to finish in. Let's drop a little bit of encouragement in the hope we can get into those top 8 positions, which will do us some world of good. Otherwise, we've got to go through the playoffs, which I don't want to do that because it just means extra games that we don't really want to be playing in. And Rafael Luis has got the ball now to Cena. Can we? Well, then Monarch back to Donnarumma upfield now. Come on, this is looking. It was looking okay. That pass from Donnarumma wasn't the best of kicks, but hopefully we can still get the ball. Can we just do something? Well done. That's good defense. All right, defending. McNeil gets upfield. Couldn't quite find a Wrexham player, but Taylor plays the ball to Lino, and this is our opportunity. Cisco, if he stays on side, that's got to be a goal. I think he held his run absolute to perfection. Oh, you're joking. It's 1-0. It's still 1-0 to Bayern Munich. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I thought he I thought he timed it perfectly. I thought he did, but it doesn't look that way unless there's a final twist in this game. I don't think there is. Mollard, get to the ball and get outfield. Worrell, now you get outfield. Donnarumma, somebody get the ball upfield. Pickard has got the ball. He's got Talby. Pickard. Oh, you're joking. You've got to be joking. That might be our final opportunity of the game, and it looks like we are going to finish outside the top 8, and we're going to have to settle for the hideous playoffs, which it could go one or two ways. Obviously, we could win them, or we could really mess them up. Which I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's the first option. But depending on when that game is, I might just do the second leg of the playoff and not worry about the Carabao Cup semi-final, because anyway, you've seen plenty of semi-finals before in the Carabao Cup, and most of the time doesn't really go our way. So I guess we'll just do the draw first for the Champions League knockout playoff round draw. Then I guess we'll just see from there. So now on to the draw. Oh, here we go. It is time for the Champions League knockout round playoff draw. But first, we have just played a football match, and it wasn't a great result. It was a 3-1 defeat to Leeds. We were absolutely awful in it. We've dropped down to 10th. I'm getting nervous because the board want me to finish in the Champions League in the top 4. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the only way we can do that is probably try and win the Carabao Cup if we get to the final, and obviously try and win the FA Cup as well. But let's see who we get in the knockout round playoff draw. Who could we potentially get? So we are in the seeded teams because we finished in the top half of the the playoff teams. So I reckon, I think Ike, if we want a chance to get to the next round, Ike will be preferable. And we've got them. We have got the easiest team ever, and I think we'll definitely go through to the final. When's the first leg of that game? Soon. So I reckon, yeah, I think, no, I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. Yeah, I think we'll probably just do the second leg of the playoff against Ike, because we should be through. If we can get through to the Carabao Cup final as well, that's a huge bonus because it brings extra weight off my shoulders. But if we can pick up a couple wins between now and the next game, which will be the second leg against Ike, which will be absolutely fantastic. So 4 wins from 4, please. Well, we never got through to the Carabao Cup final. We unfortunately lost 1-0 in the second leg against Chelsea. Then things sort of went from bad to worse, because then we lost 3-2 against Chelsea in the Premier League. But then it did get a little bit better when we beat Ike Athens 7-2 in the first leg of the knockout playoff round in the Champions League. Then we did just about scrape past Everton with a 3-2 win. Sherman getting a 93rd minute winning goal, which is very good. The Premier League table still looks a little bit worse. We are with 12 points behind Chelsea in 4th. I think if we could just finish fifth and possibly try and win the FA Cup, I think that's probably what we have to do. Or worst comes to us, just win the Champions League this season and get the save over and done with. That would be very, very nice, but I don't think that's going to happen. But if we could play teams like Ike throughout the whole tournament, I suspect that won't happen. That would be very, very good. So let's hopefully, obviously, we are pretty much through to the next round. Ike have to get 5 goals to send it to extra time, which I don't think is going to happen. So the lineup will be Rivera in goal, returning from injury. He's actually been back for the past 2 games, so that's very exciting. Then we've got the back four: Mollard, Borrell, and Kushinov and Talby. Rodrigo and Taylor in the midfield. Rodrigo is fit to play 75 minutes. That is very good. Then we've got Mular on the right, Veliz on the left. Can play in the Champions League. Not sure why he can play in that last league phase game. Really weird that, but it's fine. It's all over now with. Then we've got a strike force of Bishop. I'm not going to play Bishop this game. We're going to play Lino and Cisco. Come on, lads. Let's hopefully get a fairly simple win. Obviously, we are pretty much going through to the next round, which will be the round of 16, because obviously I do want to get to the final this year, but we just need to stop being so sloppy. I mean, in the Champions League, we've actually been playing quite well, but in the Premier League, yeah, it's a whole different story. We've been conceding, losing games like no other this season. We haven't lost too many games. I think we've only lost like 7, so it's not bad. And Josh Taylor with a beautiful goal. That's only his 3rd goal of the season. Like him, so many other players like him, they just have not been good enough this year, but I know they are good enough. It's just we've had a lot of injuries. I don't think there's been a point in this season where we've had a full strength squad. I think we've always had at least 1 or 2 injuries this season every game, and but I don't think that's going to end this season. But if only we could stay injury free for the whole season, we'd be a really good side. But it just didn't end up like that way. And Lino puts the ball into the back of the net for his 7th goal of the season. I tell you what, he is one player that does keep me happy, Lino, because he does pop up with a goal every now and then when we most need it, because he's a good player. Still very young. I think he will definitely be one of the best strikers in the Premier League. That's my prediction. Most of them don't go to plan, but hopefully that one does get correct now. Come on, we've got half an hour left to play off the first half. We are 9-2 up on aggregate. I think Ike are going to need an absolute miracle to make a comeback, because Cisco has put the ball into the back of the net for his 18th goal of the season. We are now 3-0 up, 10-2 on aggregate. Oh no, false alarm, but it's still 2-0 up at 9-2 on aggregate. That goal has been disallowed, and I've said this before, we're already through, and that's not ideal. Mollard has picked up an injury, so we are going to get on Almenides, who is getting more and more game time this season. He still doesn't have 5-star potential like he did at the beginning of the season, but I think he's probably had his fair share of injury problems as well this season. I think if we did end up staying at Wrexham for another season, which I don't really want to, I kind of want to get it done this season, but if we do stay at Wrexham for 1 more year, we have to go for it in the summer. Have to go for it. No signing youngsters. We have to sign high quality players, because I don't think we did enough of that in the previous summer transfer window. I don't think we did any of that. So I think that's what we need, because I think definitely Almenides is probably, he's not going to become very good. He's certainly not going to become better than Mollard. So definitely a world class right back is needed. Maybe a world class left back, because Talby still a good player. We are 3-0 up, by the way, 10-2 on aggregate. Veliz with the 3rd goal. Talby, still a good player. Still potentially could reach up to that 4-star potential, but I think McNeil isn't going to get any better. He's not going to get up to 5-star potential, because he doesn't have that kind of potential ability. So definitely if we do end up staying beyond the summer, I think definitely a new left back and a new right back, possibly a new centre back as well. Milo Talby has put the ball into the back of the net to make it 4-0, 11-2 on aggregate. I tell you what, get the goals here, and this should give the players a huge heap of confidence going into the final, however many Premier League games we've got left. Because if we can get goals today, we can get goals in any Premier League game. It doesn't matter on what sort of standard of team we're playing against, because it shouldn't matter. Because we're Wrexham, we're the best team in Wales. Not the best team in the world yet, but certainly are the best team in Wales. Even though we play in England, but we are. Taylor has got the ball now to Veliz. Has the potential to go 5-0. Is that 5, or has Munar strayed a little bit offside? I tell you what, Veliz is having a wonderful game today. A 9.8 average, maybe now a 10, which is absolutely superb. He is getting a little bit tired, so we will probably leave him on for a little bit longer. Right, Rodrigo is going to make way for Ahmed. He's only allowed to play like 75 minutes, but we'll just get him off now. We'll also get off Milo. Let's get off Milo Talby for Jason McNeil, and I think that's probably all we'll do for now. We'll probably make our final 2 changes with maybe 15 or 10 minutes left to play off the game. Taylor tries to have the shot, but it has been blocked, and Ike are going to try and go on a counter-attack. It's not very good at counter-attack because it runs straight into Daniel Muller. Thought Lino was going to get an interception there. He nearly did, but Icard playing the ball round the back quite dangerously, but they do go through a goal, and Cine has put the ball into the back of that to make it 5-1. 12-3 on aggregate. Still got 9 goals to go, but I mean, never say never. I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, they need an absolute miracle, more than a miracle, to get 9 goals in the last, more than 9 goals now, because it's now 6-1. Josh Taylor with his 2nd goal of the game, I want to say. Yeah, 2 for Taylor today. That is absolutely wonderful. I tell you what, if we could play like this throughout the whole tournament, we're definitely winning the Champions League, but obviously Ike will be the easiest team we will ever come up against in the Champions League. I think all the games from here and now are going to get much harder, because I don't know who's through in the next round of the Champions League. I don't think there's going to be anyone much easier than this. I think we're going to have to I think we're just going to have to pray and hope we come up against teams like we did against Real Madrid last year, where it was a pretty simple win. We're now 8-1 up, I think. I think it's McNeil with the 8th goal of the day, I presume, if it counts. Goal has been awarded. Who scored? Because I'm not really paying attention to this game. It was actually Benjamin Sisko, not McNeil. McNeil got the assist, but it was Sisko with the goal. McNeil, I put him on the attack again. This is quite a boring game. This is Ahmed McNeil. I thought that might have been another goal, but there is still potential. We could get 10 goals this game. Oh my God, McNeil has got the ball again. Can he? Oh, he doesn't quite this time, but I'm sure McNeil will somehow find the back of the net, because he is creating lots and lots of chances. Almenides with a chance to cross. He does. Sisko in the middle now to McNeil. Just shoot McNeil. And I know puts the ball into the back of the net. I believe that's his hat trick. Is that Lino's hat trick? I know he scored 1 goal in the first half, but has he got 3? No, just his 2nd goal. He is on a hat trick. We've got multiple players waiting for a hat trick. We've obviously got Lino, Josh Taylor, potentially Sisko. Sisko might not have got a hat trick. I don't know. I don't know how many goals he's got. That is the bottom line. But he's definitely got 1. If it is, that was looking beautiful. That was. I'm hopeful. I'm hoping these aren't the goals that we're just going to score in the knockouts, and it's going to go horribly wrong in the next round. Almenides, Veliz puts the ball into the back of the net. That's his 16th goal in the season for obviously both us and Liverpool, but we're now winning 10-1. Veliz, I feel like it's got a hat-trick. Or certainly a hat-trick of... That is definitely Veliz's hat-trick now. Is it? I presume it is. Is that his hat-trick? I'm losing count of how many who've scored and how many they've scored. I presume... Let's just say it's Veliz's hat-trick. He's played very well. And if it's not his hat-trick, it's a honorary hat-trick because he has got an assist as well. So that is very good. Veliz has got the ball again. Now to Taylor. Muller. He's got players lurking in the middle. I think he might have gone for it alone. Veliz has got the ball. Now Armit. I'd love Armit to get a goal this game, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to leave it just too late for him to get a goal. How did he not score there? Right, we are going to make our final changes. Muller is going to make way for Picard. And I think Josh Taylor also makes way for Brandon Hunter, who's another player coming back from injury, which we are slowly but surely getting back to a full-strength squad. Because it's been a while since we've had all our midfielders fit at once. So hopefully the injuries are sort of behind us. And hopefully the form should start to pick up from here. Hopefully that's the plan, because obviously if it doesn't, we've had another injury crisis, and I'm probably going to be getting the sack anytime soon. By the time of I reckon at the end of the season, if we don't finish in the top 5, I will be getting slightly worried. And Picard has put the ball into the back of the net to make it 12 on 19-3 on aggregate. We scored 19 goals this round. I hope this isn't all the goals that we're going to score in the Champions League, and we're just dried up now. So hopefully that's not it in terms of goals in the Champions League. Hopefully there's much more to come. But what a win! What a win for Liz. 4 goals, 3 assists. Why Liverpool loaned him out to us? I do not know. He's joining RB Leipzig at the end of the season. I would love to sign him permanently, but no. He's going to RB Leipzig. I guess that's a much better move for him, because obviously Citre is still a world-class winger, but just coming back from injury. So I guess I will see you all in the next episode, where the real serious stuff of the Champions League begins. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.